So how much does cyber liability insurance cost? Here's a great article from Property and Casualty 360. It talks about the industries with the highest cyber insurance premium. So if you're in one of these industries, it'll give you an example of an average cost. And if you're not in one of these industries, you can expect the cost to be lower. And so if you notice, number 12 is banking. And the annual cyber insurance premium is about $1,800. And if you scroll through some of the different industries, as you get to number 11, healthcare, it's closer to $2,000. Once you get to telecom, now you're over $2,000. E-commerce is about the same. And we'll try to scroll quickly because, as you can see, even getting to some of the higher gaming, which most people aren't in that industry, pharmaceuticals, you're still $2,200. You get to some of the higher industries for cyber liability. Law firms is getting up there, investment advice. We're almost getting to number one. Well, here's number one. The number one is payment processing. So if you're a credit card company or other type of financial company, you're $2,400 a year for annual cyber insurance premium. Well, it's not nothing. It's not no money, but a couple $100 a month for cyber liability isn't a deal breaker for most companies. So if you're in an industry that is not one of these high risk industries, you can probably have a reasonably priced cyber liability policy. And a lot of it gets into how well you are structured already for electronic defense from these types of threats. The risks have a lot to do with rapid growth of exposure. So if your company is growing rapidly, but you're not putting in risk controls, that might affect your cost. And if your geographic or commercial boundaries aren't established, meaning that if you don't have proper firewalls between you and other users of your technology, your vendors, your clients might all have access to your computer system, whether you know it or not, through APIs or through other connections. So be aware that cyber liability has a big range, but in most cases, if you're a reasonably prudent and legitimate business with proper protocols in place for technology defense, you should be okay with getting a well-rounded cyber policy for a reasonable amount that can keep you from having major catastrophes of loss and damage if there's a cyber event in your company.